Hello and welcome to another video. If you are new here, my name is Charlene. I am the owner of xoxo, and as you can tell by the title of this video, I will be talking to you about our new brand name. So stay tuned. So as you can probably tell from the reflection in the door, I am speaking to you from lovely Corfu, and I couldn't think of a better place to introduce to you our new brand, which is emodoré. I find that being on holiday gives us time to slow down, to relax, to reflect and reminisce, and this is why I felt it was the perfect time to introduce to you our new brand. Here we are surrounded by nature, we're surrounded by the sea, and it just reminds me how important scent allows us to reflect and reconnect with old memories and the emotions that it can evoke in such a powerful way. So if you don't know things about me already, my name is Charlene, as I said before. Our previous brand was xoxo. And for me, it didn't really have a meaning. Yes, our products were really nice, they were really well made, but actually in terms of getting that over to the consumer, it was difficult, and therefore we weren't able to sell that many. However, I started to do a bit more research in scent. Now, my profession by background is a nurse, and so when I started researching the impact that scent had on, our well-being, I was astounded. And the more and more I researched, the more and more I realized that actually smell is such an important sense, and it's the only scent that has a direct impact on our emotions and our memories. And actually, when I was doing some research, I found out that in homes where there are people with dementia, in order to help them find their way around the home, they would actually scent the reception, and that's how powerful scent is. They were able to find their way back to reception just through the smell, and this is how emodoré came about. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, emodoré is made up of 3 words. So the emo means emotion, the adore in the middle is odor, and the ore is memory. And just to mention sort of like a couple of stories that I had when, selling my scent under a previous name. So one story I had, a girl say, mango oud, it smells absolutely amazing, but I really want to save it for when I move into my new home. She was like, is that weird? I said, absolutely not. It's actually quite important, because when you smell that scent, it will always remind you of your first home. And there was another story that I had. So it was our plum and patchouli, which is now renamed as cashmere plums. I was selling it to a guy, and he said, oh my gosh, this scent reminds me of back home. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't know, it's just something within this scent just reminds me of being back home. And he's from Grenada, and so that's when I started to realize, scent is quite powerful in terms of bringing back memories, childhood memories, memories that we have of the past, but also it's quite important in determining people's emotions. And I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's quite a few places, and there's been lots of research on scent and emotions, and there are quite a few places where they scent certain places in order to control people's behavior. How amazing is that? And so with emodoré, this is exactly what I aim to, or I hope to be able to give to you guys, is a scent that has meaning, whether it's through evoking emotions or bringing back those, memories that we all long for. Like, have you ever experienced a scent that sort of brings back memories or makes you feel a certain way? If you have, comment down below. I'd be interested to hear. We do have a few that are out already, and they are sort of quite personal to me, but you know, to me and other people. But if there are scents that sort of evoke memories for you, I would love to hear about them. So please do comment down below. I think personally for me, scent has always played a big part in my life. Now, one of my earliest memories of my mother is, you know, being in her garden back at home. Now, my mum loves gardening. She absolutely adores gardening. I wish I had green fingers like her, but she absolutely adores gardening, and her garden is outstanding, by the way. And one of my earliest memories is sort of being in the garden with all the different colours, but also all the different scents. And we had two trees out the back, two fruit trees. We had a plum tree and we had a we had a plum tree and we had a pear tree, and next door to us had an apple tree. So this is where cashmere plums comes from. It's the early memories of being in my mother's garden, being able to pick plums from the tree, pick pears from the tree. So it has that sort of sweet scent, but it's also quite woody, quite spicy. And this is why we're releasing it in autumn, winter, because as the seasons begin to change, it's definitely a scent that is quite woodsy, quite relaxing, but it also has that sweet element to it, which is one of my favourite scents. Another memory of mine is my mum's gingerbread, which was my nan's recipe. And so that's another scent that I've, you know, released, because these are sort of, for me, just smelling the gingerbread, it's outstanding. It's lovely. It's just almost as if you could taste it. That's how good it is. And so this is why we've released these two scents as our sort of first scents for our brand. And this is exactly it. This is what we aim to do with our candles, with our reed diffusers and wax melts. They're not just home fragrance products. They are products that aim to create a sensory experience, makes your space feel more than just a place. We want it to feel more like home, like luxury, like a place where you really want to be, and to be able to create like an emotional connection to your surroundings. So I hope I've been able to really explain what our new brand is all about, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, bye.